Something happened between Jimin and Jungkook in Toronto that had armies talking long after the concert ended. From the moment they stepped onto the stage, the atmosphere felt different, and as the two BTS members shared the spotlight, fans quickly noticed every glance, gesture, interaction, and unexpected moment between them. Toronto witnessed two unforgettable nights, and Jimin and Jungkook once again became a major focus of attention. But what exactly made their moments together so talked about? Why did so many fans keep replaying clips and discussing what happened after the performances? The answer lies in the small moments. During the concerts, Jimin and Jungkook showed the kind of natural stage chemistry that fans have come to recognize over the years. Whether they were performing alongside the rest of BTS, interacting with the audience, or simply sharing the same part of the stage, their presence together immediately attracted attention. And Toronto armies were watching closely. From day one to day two, fans captured countless moments that quickly became conversation starters online. Some moments were funny, others were unexpected, and some were simply the kind of interactions that made fans smile because they showed how comfortable the two appeared around each other. The excitement began as soon as the concert atmosphere reached its peak. Jimin commanded attention with his performance energy, expressive movements, and unmistakable stage presence. Jungkook, meanwhile, brought his own powerful performance style, creating an explosive combination whenever the two appeared near each other. For fans inside the venue, these moments happened in real time. For fans watching from outside, social media became the next stage. Short clips began circulating, with armies replaying particular moments and pointing out details that might have been missed during the live performance. Some fans focused on their choreography. Others noticed their reactions, expressions, and playful interactions. And that is exactly why the Toronto concerts became such a major talking point. It wasn't necessarily one huge moment. It was the accumulation of many small moments. A quick glance, a smile, a playful reaction, a shared moment during choreography. For fans who have followed Jimin and Jungkook for years, these details can carry enormous emotional significance. That doesn't necessarily mean every moment has a hidden meaning. In fact, part of the fun is simply watching two longtime group members enjoying themselves on stage. But armies noticed, and armies talked. By the time day one came to an end, social media was already filled with reactions from fans who had witnessed the concert. Then came day two, and instead of the excitement disappearing, it grew even stronger. The second night gave fans another opportunity to see Jimin and Jungkook sharing the stage, and once again, their interactions became highly discussed among concert-goers and online viewers. There was a sense that everyone was paying closer attention. Fans knew what had happened during the first night, so when the second concert began, they were ready. They watched the stage more carefully. They watched the members' reactions. They watched Jimin. They watched Jungkook. And whenever the two appeared together, the audience response could be felt immediately. The Toronto concerts became a fascinating example of how live performances can create completely different memories from one night to another. The setlist may provide the structure, but the spontaneous moments are what make each concert unique. That is especially true when artists interact naturally with one another. Jimin and Jungkook have spent years performing together, and that experience allows them to move around the stage with remarkable confidence. Their timing is familiar, their performance instincts are developed, and their ability to react to one another can make even a simple moment feel entertaining. For Toronto armies, those moments were unforgettable. Some fans were focused on the music. Others were focused on choreography. And many were simply enjoying the overall experience of seeing BTS together. But Jimin and Jungkook repeatedly found themselves at the center of attention. One reason is obvious. Both members have enormous individual fan bases. Another reason is their contrasting personalities and performance styles. Jimin often brings an elegant, expressive quality to his performances, while Jungkook is known for his powerful and energetic stage presence. When those qualities meet, the result can be incredibly dynamic. Toronto gave fans plenty of opportunities to see that dynamic unfold. The audience energy also played an important role. Canadian armies welcomed BTS with overwhelming enthusiasm, and the members clearly responded to that energy throughout the concerts. A loud crowd can transform a performance. It can encourage artists to become more playful, more expressive, and more willing to react spontaneously. That creates moments that cannot always be replicated. And those moments are exactly what fans remember. After the concerts, clips began spreading rapidly. Some showed Jimin performing. Others highlighted Jungkook. And many focused on the two appearing together. Fans analyzed everything from expressions to stage positioning. The comments ranged from emotional reactions to humorous observations. Some fans simply wrote that they couldn't stop smiling. Others admitted that they had replayed the same clip multiple times. And some joked that Toronto armies were never going to recover from the experience. That reaction is part of what makes BTS fandom so powerful. A concert doesn't end when the lights go down. For many fans, the experience continues through photographs, videos, memories, and conversations online. A single moment from the stage can become a viral clip. A short interaction can turn into a trending discussion. And an unexpected expression can become a favorite fandom memory. Toronto Day 1 and Day 2 demonstrated exactly that. Jimin and Jungkook didn't need to create a dramatic storyline. They simply performed, interacted, and enjoyed the concert alongside their members and fans. The audience did the rest. Every reaction was amplified by social media. Every clip was watched by thousands of people. Every new angle gave fans something else to discuss. And suddenly, moments that lasted only a few seconds became some of the most memorable parts of the Toronto shows. What makes the story even more interesting is the difference between experiencing the moment live and watching it afterward. Inside the venue, fans could feel the atmosphere. They could hear the screams. They could see the members reacting to the audience. Outside the venue, fans experienced the concert through clips. Sometimes a short video reveals something that wasn't obvious during the live show. A reaction in the background. A quick smile. A playful gesture. A brief interaction between members. These details often become the reason fans replay a clip again and again. And Jimin and Jungkook gave Toronto plenty of those details. Throughout both nights, their presence together created an undeniable buzz. But perhaps the most important part is that these moments were part of a larger BTS experience. Jimin and Jungkook were not performing in isolation. They were part of a group that has built a global connection with millions of fans. Every member contributes something different. Every interaction contributes to the atmosphere. And when the 7 members come together, the energy becomes something much bigger than any individual performance. Still, there is no denying that Jimin and Jungkook attracted extraordinary attention. Their friendship and long-time partnership within BTS have always fascinated fans. They have shared countless stages, rehearsals, interviews, behind-the-scenes moments, and performances. That history means fans recognize their familiar dynamic. They know the little gestures. They recognize the humor. They notice when one member reacts to another. And because of that history, even ordinary moments can feel special. Toronto simply provided a new setting for those familiar interactions. 2 nights, thousands of fans, countless cameras, and an endless stream of reactions. That combination created the perfect environment for memorable moments to spread. As day 2 came to an end, the question remained: which moment was the most unforgettable? Was it Jimin's performance? Was it Jungkook's energy? Was it one of their interactions? Or was it simply the atmosphere created when both were sharing the stage? Every fan may have a different answer. And that's what makes the discussion so interesting. One fan may remember a particular smile. Another may remember a dance moment. Someone else may remember how loudly the entire stadium reacted. Another person may remember the emotion of seeing BTS perform live after waiting so long. There isn't necessarily one correct answer. The Toronto concerts created dozens of memories at once, and Jimin and Jungkook were at the center of many of them. Perhaps that is why armies couldn't stop talking. It wasn't only about what happened. It was about how the moments made people feel. For fans, concerts are emotional experiences. They are opportunities to see artists they admire in a completely different environment. The distance between performer and audience suddenly feels smaller. The lights, music, choreography, and crowd create an atmosphere that cannot be fully captured through a screen. And when unexpected interactions happen, they become memories that fans carry with them. Toronto Day 1 and Day 2 were filled with those memories. Jimin and Jungkook contributed their own share of unforgettable moments, and fans quickly turned those moments into conversations that continued long after the final performance. The excitement also demonstrated the incredible attention BTS continues to receive around the world. Even a small interaction can generate thousands of reactions. Even a short performance clip can reach fans across different countries within minutes. That global connection is one of BTS's defining characteristics. A moment happening in Toronto can immediately become a conversation among fans in Korea, the United States, Indonesia, Europe, and countless other places. Jimin and Jungkook's Toronto moments became part of that global conversation. And perhaps the biggest takeaway is simple. Fans were watching. They noticed. They reacted. And they remembered. As more clips from the 2 nights continue to circulate, fans will undoubtedly continue discovering moments they didn't notice the first time. That is the magic of concert footage. You can watch the same performance several times and still notice something new. Maybe it is a reaction from Jimin. Maybe it is Jungkook smiling in the background. Maybe it is an interaction that lasted only a second. Or maybe it is simply the crowd's reaction that makes the moment special. Toronto gave armies 2 nights of unforgettable memories. And Jimin and Jungkook were an important part of that experience. From Day 1 to Day 2, the excitement never seemed to disappear. Instead, it evolved. The first night introduced the atmosphere. The second night added another layer. And together, they created a collection of moments that fans will likely continue discussing for a long time. So, what exactly did Jimin and Jungkook do to make Toronto armies talk nonstop? Maybe the answer isn't one spectacular event. Maybe it was their natural chemistry, their stage presence, their playful reactions, and the spontaneous moments that appeared between performances. Sometimes, the most memorable concert moments are the ones nobody planned. And that's exactly why fans keep watching. They want to see what happened. They want to catch the moment they missed. They want to hear the crowd reaction again. They want to relive the excitement. And most importantly, they want to experience that feeling one more time. Toronto Day 1 and Day 2 gave them plenty of reasons to do exactly that. Jimin and Jungkook once again demonstrated why their presence on stage can instantly capture attention. Whether performing together, reacting to each other, or simply sharing the same stage, they created moments that fans found impossible to ignore. And as the Toronto concert memories continue spreading across social media, one thing is clear. ARMY is still talking. The concerts may be over, but the conversation is far from finished. Because somewhere among those countless clips is another tiny moment waiting to be discovered. Another smile. Another reaction. Another unexpected interaction. And perhaps that is the real reason Toronto ARMYs can't stop talking about Jimin and Jungkook. It isn't just what happened in those 2 nights. It's everything fans felt while watching it happen. Toronto witnessed the performances. ARMY captured the memories. And now, those memories are traveling around the world. One clip at a time. One reaction at a time. One unforgettable moment at a time. Jimin and Jungkook may have left the Toronto stage, but the excitement they created is still echoing across the fandom. And if the reactions from day 1 and day 2 are anything to go by, fans will be replaying and discussing these moments for quite some time. So if you thought you had already seen everything from the Toronto concerts, look again. Because sometimes the moment everyone is talking about isn't the biggest moment on stage. It's the one that lasts only a few seconds. The one you almost missed. And the one that makes you hit replay. Toronto ARMY knows exactly what that feels like.